If you've seen promos for Fight or Flight, which at this point I'm sure you have, you can probably imagine a good title for this movie would have been Bullet Plane. It's the exact same concept as Bullet Train, except it's just set on an airplane instead of a train. Even up to when it comes to the way they handle the aesthetic behind Josh Hartnett's protagonistic character. Now, I like Josh Hartnett. He's a charismatic dude. And there are certain things I enjoyed about this movie, notably its punk rock attitude. Whether it be the aesthetic behind Josh Hartnett's character, some pretty decent needle drops. And as someone who loves a good action movie as much as the next person, there are moments in this film that are a lot of fun to watch. It's very cartoonish in the way it handles its graphic nature, even if it has a lot of really ridiculous moments of CGI blood. And of course, like any movie of this type, suspend your disbelief. But as I'm sure we all would expect, this movie is not very original. And it gets pretty lazy when it comes to exploring the backstory behind this situation. Notably, when you find out why Hartnett's character has a bounty on his head, it's a direct ripoff from a certain scene of the 1991 Tony Scott directed action film The Last Boy Scout. What this is a glorified version of when popular movies get those direct-to-video or VOD ripoffs, where they're pretty much the exact same concept, they just tweak minor things, and in the case of this movie, it's the setting. But I think the laziest aspect of this movie was the ending. It cut a lot of corners and felt really cheap. Not only does it cut out a certain scenario that you actually wanted to see how it would play out, but it's also depending on something that may very well not happen for this movie, and if that ends up being the case, it all just went to waste.